I feel like selling gets a really bad rep because all of us have been sold to in a style where we feel like people are being aggressive, or we just feel like they're just interested in the money. They're not really interested in us or solving any problems for us. And because of that, we feel really conscious of not making other people feel the same way. But the way I see it is that if someone chooses to follow you or connect with you somehow, then they know you're a business. So they're expecting you to sell to them. They want to know more. And I think that's a really important component of the mindset for selling. I want to share a few things that have really worked for me. In the last few years, something I've done with everything that I launch is I've talked about it before I've launched it. And as a result, I've secured customers, paying customers, before I've actually gone live. And what that does is it builds a relationship with people. They get a little flavor of what it is that you're offering. And selling based on relationships for education businesses, I feel is particularly important. If you picture it this way, I mentioned this example in one of my podcast episodes. Imagine you were selling a mobile phone and you walk into a room full of people who you've kind of seen around, but you've never really spoken to them. Would you feel comfortable going up to them and saying, I have some mobile phones to sell. Would you like to buy one? Now, you probably wouldn't, or maybe you would, but what do you think the reception would be? What do you think the result would be? People would probably question, well, does this person even know anything about mobile phones? Can I trust them? If they're charging a lot for it, does that equate to value? Like, is it actually going to be a good mobile phone? They don't know anything about it and they don't know you beforehand. So building those relationships is really important. And the two ways I build those relationships is I'm really active on social media. And I do that, I invest my time there so that when someone books a call with me, they already know what I'm about. I don't have to sell myself to them or really work hard at helping them get to know me because they've already got such a good flavor of that. I also do it through email marketing. So I do offer lead magnets, really valuable information for free in exchange for an email address. And I keep in touch with people with valuable content and content I know they'll be interested in. And again, that just develops the relationship so that when I then go to sell something, it actually forms a really natural part of our conversation. It doesn't feel like a bolt out of the blue. So if you're struggling with making sales, think about how you're building relationships. Also think about the mindset that people might be in. It's not really a binary thing where someone's either not interested or they are interested and they're going to buy. Sometimes people are somewhere in between. Maybe they're not sure. Maybe they need to think about it. I've had clients who have got in touch with me but have booked me a year later, both for my tuition business and for Upgrade Your Education business. And the reason why they booked me later was because I stayed on their radar. I built that relationship and I invested in that relationship. If I hadn't, they probably would have forgotten about me. So a couple of takeaways if you're struggling to sell what you offer. Number one, think about building relationships, whether it's through social media, email marketing. You don't have to post every single day if you don't have time, but do something and do it consistently. Choose a schedule that really works for you that you can sustain. And then use selling to be part of your conversation. Do it with confidence because you know that people have opted to connect with you and therefore they want to know the information about what you sell and how they can buy it.